All right. Hello, everybody. Hello. Good evening. And excuse me. First time that I spoke since my earlier stream. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Or I guess I should say welcome to the pre-stream. Shall I? Thanks for being here for Hate Live tonight, everybody. I appreciate that you're turning out. Should be a good show tonight. We're going back this week, back on formula with what you would expect from Hate Live. Meaning, we're going to have our standard 3 segments. First segment will be talking about games, what games I've been playing, what games are coming up. Okay? Then we're going to be talking about gaming news, of which I have a few stories to talk about. Some interesting developments that have happened this week that I would like to discuss. And then we'll go on break. We'll have a little, rest, and then we'll come on back. Segment 2 will be Back in the Day. It returns. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Back in the Day returns. And in this week's Back in the Day, we'll be talking all about comics. I'll be talking about all of the comic books that I was such a huge fan of when I was growing up. All through, say, the late 1980s into early 1990s when it really was an insane comic book boom. Interesting that there was. I'm not sure why there was. For all intents and purposes, I tried to really figure out for myself what was it about that one particular time period that comic book stores kind of exploded. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But we'll talk about that because it was a huge phenomenon at the time. We're going to talk about, what I read in Marvel Comics, what I read in DC Comics, other comics that existed at the time, such as the beginning of Image Comics, the beginning of, there was this Ultraverse. There was, at that point, there was also Valiant, but I didn't read any Valiant comics. So really that I don't know too much about. But crazy amount of just sales and an amount of comics that were out at the time. And it was just this crazy explosion. And I don't understand what happened because then the fad basically died out, in the 2000s with the dawn of the internet and everything being digital only. Everyone said, why the hell do I have to have 1,000 paper books when I could just look at it all digitally over the internet, So this will be a good back in the day segment. It's a perfect week for it since, Amazing Spider-Man. Some of you have already seen it because you live internationally outside of the United States, where it is actually playing, I believe, in Europe and Asia already. And it comes out this week for those of us who live in the United States. So we're all hyped about it, right? I'm sure some people are probably going to see it tonight at midnight release. So, it's a perfect week to be talking about comic books, right? It makes sense. And then, we'll have another break. And then we'll come back and we'll do callers. That's right, the return of live callers. And with all the stuff that's been going on, all the stuff that's been pretty crazy happening recently, we're, gaming news, world news, internet news. There's a lot of stuff that's been happening. I'm sure people are going to have some interesting topics to talk about on the call-in segment of Hate Live tonight, okay? So it should be good. It should be a good episode. Like I said, we're returning back to that staple formula of what we do for Hate Live. I do have a brief update as well about my pending move out of the state of Connecticut. So I'll give you those guys. Give you those guys. What the heck am I talking about? I'll give you guys an update on that. Get you up to speed, so everyone is in the know. Okay. What else? Well, Not too much in particular to talk about on the pre-stream today. My earlier pre-stream, I already went on a crazy rant again, and I said, I gotta stop doing it. I gotta keep my blood pressure down. But I seem to be going on crazy rants every day on the pre-stream now. Not that it's intentional, it's really not. It's not intentional at all. It's just every day something happens that kind of sets me off. And I don't know, it's just pretty crazy. The amount of stuff that's been happening. The things that people will say about people, And really, some of that stuff sets me off. But I'm not going to go off again now on this pre-stream. If you want to see what I'm talking about, watch the pre-stream from earlier today. You'll understand. It's okay? But I'm not going to go off on a tirade again. Ooh. Oh, yeah. That's a good one. Looks like we got a few trolls in the chat. That's always fun. That's always fun. To have a ton of trolls sitting in the chat and no mods around to take care of it. What que sera, sera. What will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Alright, so as usual, tonight's show I'm fully expecting will probably be around 2 hours. It would be nice if I could end it a little early, but it always seems to go a little bit longer than I planned. And I do want to say this up front. I should say this up front. Simply because last week there were problems with YouTube, of all times, right? When I'm trying to get Hate Live to go live, tons and tons of problems, okay? The video would upload and it would never start processing. The video would upload and then it would give me an error. The video would upload and it'd be like, I don't know. It was just very frustrating, I literally last week had to upload Hate Live 4 times. Now, it takes a while to upload a 2-hour show. So it's had to do it 4 freaking times, and I was not too pleased with that. And then finally it went live at like 4 in the morning. So unfortunately, anyone who usually likes to watch it, during the night, possibly before they go to bed, was not able to do that. And people were upset. And you know what? You have a right to be upset. I was upset too. It pisses me off when I'm on schedule, I'm doing everything right, and then YouTube for whatever reason fucked something up. And stuff won't work. And it's not the first time. In fact, there's been issues all this week. I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, but what YouTube managed to do, while I was in Seattle, they changed the way that videos upload to the website. And what happens now is when you have multiple videos that you want to upload, YouTube will start uploading 3 at once. Now, just using logical thought here, okay? If you have a series of videos, 1 to 10, would you like them to upload in order or have 3 upload at once so that there's a possibility that parts 2 or 3 may finish first and go live first? In what circumstance on planet Earth would you want something that's number 3 to come before something that's number 2 or 1 unless you're doing a countdown, which is not what I'm doing? You want to control the order that your videos show up, right? Well, YouTube literally took away that ability unless you're scheduling your videos to go live at a certain period of time, which I'm assuming is probably what YouTube thinks everyone does, which is not true at all. Because again, they don't talk to their users. They just do whatever they want with their website and their business. So now what happens is this, and this is so funny. So YouTube is trying to upload 3 videos at once. That's obviously an immense amount of taxing the usage of your internet. Meaning, boom, you are slammed. Good luck opening a web browser. Good luck doing anything else on your internet connection when you try to upload videos now because it's uploading 3 at once. The other thing I've noticed is, because you're uploading 3 videos at once, sometimes when one finishes uploading and it moves on to the next one, well, because the internet is being sapped up by the other 2 videos that are uploading at the same time, sometimes you get an error message saying, oh, the server had an error, cannot accept your video. So you may have 10 videos uploaded, come back a half an hour later and see that 3 of them had an error, and now you have to re-queue them up to upload. It's just a fucking mess. And, you know, it's never going to get better, but it's good to be able to vent about it, I guess. You know, it's very frustrating when this is this is the way that I make my living, is providing content for you guys, entertaining content, and just the daily frustrations I have to go through because YouTube just loves to change shit for no reason. No rhyme or reason whatsoever for them to do that, this particular change. There's no, being a YouTube user since 2008, uploading over 30,000 videos myself, which is probably more than any other individual has ever uploaded to YouTube. Why in the fuck they think that that would be a use that someone wants? I want to have 3 videos simultaneously uploading at once? It baffles me. It boggles the mind. It makes one wish that YouTube would wise up and fire all the fucking idiots who think that they know better than the people who use the website, and actually just start listening to the people that use the website for once. But that is life, ladies and gentlemen. That is life. So, all right, we got about a minute left here. And then we're going to start the stream. Well, it's not start the stream, but start the show. Stream's already live, obviously. Oh, great. I'm yawning. What the hell's this? I gotta wake up. How am I going to do the goddamn show if I'm asleep? What? Who typed Lisa Ann in the freaking stream chat? What are you talking about? People are discussing porn stars in the stream chat. My lord. What is happening? All right. All right, everybody. I think it's time for us to get situated and get the show started. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Hate Live episode 7. Since we rebooted and went out of beta. There are many more episodes than only 7, but I think 7 this year. All right, everyone. We will get started momentarily. Thank you.